I'm just gonna start this off. This interview will be audio and visually recorded. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Can you state your first and last name?
Yeah, I'm Oscar Delt.
Oscar Delt. What
Correct.
is your email username?
Garrett1275.
Garrett1275. All right.
Sorry, 1276. I'm sorry.
1276. All right. Do you have any prior experience in police department and or military, whether that be in head or another city?
I have both in city, not head. 7 years
Okay.
total.
7 years. What cities and what ranks did you reach?
The highest rank that I have ever been, major. I was in a city called True Knight. I was a major in the Los Santos County Sheriff's Office, Gator County, Sergeant, California Roleplay, Officer. I'm trying to think what the other one was. Odessa CRP, currently Officer 2, retiring in a day. Then I was a state trooper lieutenant in another state. I can't remember the name, but I was with their Internal Affairs Division and TU.
Okay. So
So
PD is
I
kind
got
of
quite a
like
bit.
your main thing in RP.
Yeah, it's my main thing.
Okay, I like that. What makes you a good fit to be like a officer or trooper?
I mean, I started off as always being a sheriff. I tried doing PD. I couldn't get into it. I've always done the sheriff or the state trooper. You know, departments love when they have officers come in with the experience because they can train them just off of their systems rather than adjusting and having to train them on how to actually be a cop. I
Yeah.
mean, even as one who's been an FTO myself, the most painful part of being an FTO is trying to get someone to understand how to be a police officer, how to be a trooper, why we don't do certain things, why it's bad, and
Yeah.
growing them into those tactics in traffic stops, shootouts, all those types of things.
Yeah. Being a state trooper here, we definitely we hold ourselves a little bit higher than others would. Not saying we're above them or anything. I mean, we do UPD, we do have gang unit, we have LSPD, we have the BCSO, and then we have us troopers. But we kind of hold a tight ship. We like things to, run smoothly. Chain can only, it's only as strong as its weakest link.
Right.
So we hold people accountable for their actions, and we want people to show themselves as a trooper on and off duty.
Right.
What are things you see in yourself that you could work on?
Honestly, this is a really big one, and honestly, it's just based off my personality. Is I can sometimes have a little bit of an attitude. I'm having a bad day, but I always tell myself that I have a duty to do at the end of the day. That my attitude should be no reason to take out on other people, and that's something I've been working on very hard. Is
Yeah.
not taking my attitude out on other people, because at the end of the day, I'm here just to role, not to give people a problem. By
Yeah, I
problem,
mean,
I'm here to solve them.
at the end of the day, we all want to enjoy our time in the city, have fun.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not here to be a dickhead or like throw the book at somebody unless they absolutely deserve it.
Oh
Like they
yeah. No,
fit the
trust me.
crime, they did the crime.
Right.
Um, do you see anything in yourself that you could improve on as a officer?
Um, honestly, I've been doing the role so long, it feels like just another routine of going to the grocery store, picking up a can, and putting it in the cart. There's always gonna be humps and bumps. It's hard to say because every area is different.
Yeah.
But one thing I hope to build here is leadership. That's one thing I would like to build, and my skill ships. Not that I don't already have it, but more leadership in different areas of policing would be nice.
All right. I do like people that have experience. I know you're new to the city. You kind of
Absolutely.
you flew in, you want to be a trooper, you know.
Absolutely.
We just started the detectives as well, so we lost a couple people going over there. So it's nice to see people actually wanting to be a trooper, find leadership, have experience.
Yeah,
Let me ask you some questions really quick.
go for it. Ask me anything.
What have you learned from a past mistake? Like say a mistake that has happened but you learned from it.
Like in the field or
Yeah,
mentally.
it could be anything.
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of things I've always learned. One thing I've always learned is whenever you're coordinating with your officers, you have to be clear and precise. You know, you can't mumble. You can't be like, I'm not sure. I don't know, man. Like, you have to be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. This is how you execute it. This is how you don't execute it. Okay, we don't want to see this. We want to see this. This is the result we're hoping for. We want to make it clear. We want to make sure communication is on, and we need to make sure everybody's head is in the game. If one officer's head's not in the game, well, there goes communication, there goes the drill.
Yeah. What's the
So
difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion?
I always told my cadets this is how you say it, is that probable cause is saying I know a crime's been committed. Reasonable suspicion is saying like I think a crime's been committed, but I have evidence and reason to investigate it.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna ask you a couple scenario questions, and then we can go ahead and finish this up. All right.
Yeah, go for it.
You initiate a routine traffic stop. When the suspect steps out of their vehicle and begins walking towards you unarmed, what is your next course of action?
So we have someone obviously who got out of the car. Now we don't know, are they aggressive at all?
No, they just get like you pull them over. You're on active 1011. They get out of their vehicle and they start walking towards your car.
Okay. So they're not aggressive, they're not armed. First thing that we can do is we can have our taser ready, but we don't want to assume anything. You know, obviously pulling our, lethal is not an option because, they're not armed, they're not aggressive. Maybe they need help. You know, there's been times where I've pulled people over, they immediately get out, maybe they're injured. Maybe he's injured. They have someone in the car that's, injured. Maybe they have a wife who's pregnant. We don't goddamn know. Best thing to do is ask them why are they stepping out of the vehicle and if they can step back in the vehicle. Okay. Obviously, you want to keep it calm, precise, calm voice. Hey, sir, do you mind to step back your vehicle? I can help you as soon as I get up to your car. Okay. Or you can ask, hey, what's the problem? Why you're getting out of your vehicle?
All right. I've got one more for you. All right.
Go for it.
You respond to a shots fired call. Upon arrival on scene, you see multiple individuals still in the area and multiple bodies on the ground. What's your next plan of action?
Okay. So this is actually unfortunately pretty common law enforcement. First thing you want to do is never approach this alone. This is like dead body type shit. This is the death sentence going in alone. Rifles out, and you need to have backup with you. You need to clear whatever the threat is. Now, if we arrive, we have no idea what the threat is. There's multiple suspects running around with, pistols, rifles, whatever it is. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna need that rifle because it's already whatever is in the area is already taken out half of my fellow officers. So backup, rifle, group up, get in there.
All right. Yeah. So for us starting out, we require a minimum of 5 hours a week. Is that something you think you can do?
Oh, I can do 20 hours if that answers your question.
All right. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna go ahead and post this for some supervisors to look over.
Sure.
Um, I suggest for you to possibly go ahead and get some cosmetic surgery done, make you feel like who you think you are.
Yeah.
I know
Where
you
is that
just
at?
I think you can do it at the hospital.
Okay.
You have to take some cash out, ask them just where you get cosmetic surgery at, and they should be able to help you.
But
And other than that, do you have an in-city phone?
I do.
What's your phone number? You can
Give
go
me
ahead
1
and
second.
share it with me.
Yep.
I shared that. All right. I'll go ahead and contact you. I'm gonna let my supervisors go ahead and look it over and go get some cosmetic surgery, and I will give you a call.
Bet. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Oscar.